Hello guys, today we are going to the movie review. Movie name is The Godfather 1972, directed by Francis Ford Coppola and based on Mario Puzo novels is widely powerful Italian-American mafia family uh, corrosive and explosion themes of loyalty, power, and powerful Italian actions mafia family, the coloring and exploration themes of loyalty, power, and corruption review summary. Plot: the film follows the aging, particularly Vito Corleone's Mario Brando and his recurrent son Mitchell Pacino as they navigate the brutal world of organized crime. The story delves into family loyalty, revenge, and the transformation to Mitchell from a recurrent outsider to reduce outsider to ruthless mafia boss. Performance: Marlon Brando delivers an iconic performance with a student son as they navigate the brutal world of organized crime. The story delves into family loyalty, revenge, and transformation of Mitchell from a recurrent outsider to ruthless mafia boss. Directions and cinematography. Cooperation is masterful. Development and influence of filmmaking and popular culture. It revolved genre set a new standard for cinematic storytelling overall. The Godfather 1962 is quintessential crime drama that combines superb performance, compelling storytelling, and artistic visuals. It remains a must-watch for film enthusiasts and continues to influence filmmakers worldwide. The Godfather, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, based on Mario Puzo best-selling novel, stands as a monumental achievement in cinematic history. It is widely regarded not only as one of the greatest gangster films ever made, but by and the subsequent transformation of his youngest son, Michel AI. A pursue the narrative, explore the dichotomy between traditional narrative, explore the dichotomy between traditional family value and the ruthless pursuit of power. The story begins with Vito Corleone's Don's begins a patriarch who rules his crime fight with a sense of honor loyalty and respect with Vito nearly assassinated the villain, shifted focus to his reluctant son Mitchell, who initially wants nothing to do with the family criminal enterprises. However, circumstances force Mitchell into the role of the mafia boss, and his journey from a war hero to a cold, calculating crime told Lord form the emotional core of the film. The themes of loyalty, betrayals, and the cyclical nature of violence are well thought out. The film examines how power corrupt and how personal ambitions can lead to moral decay. It also underscores the importance of family bond, both biologically and performance earned in his academic award for Best Actor, although he famously declined the award in protest. Here, Pacino as Mitchell's colonel. Pacino's transformation from a live outsider to a ruthless to James Caan as Sonny. James Caan, Sonny Caroline Sonny, not headed at impulsive, embodying raw violence and passions. His fiery personality contrast with the Mitchell School campus, adding depth to the family dynamic. Alliance cartoons as key Adams key journey from an outsider to someone's increasingly delicious with the colonial family's world offers a human perspective on the moral complexity involved. Supporting cast Robert Devil as Tom Hoggles, the considering building tensions with explode momentum. The film pacing allows you to embrace himself in the inscriptions, himself in the characters, or emphasizing the weight of their decision. Gordon Williams' cinematography is a standout feature, utilizing shadow and low lighting to create a moody, like atmosphere. The deliberate use of darkness and contrast reflects the moral ambiguity. Beautiful composed building grandeur with fixed sequence, the duality of the characters like music and some of Nino Rota, adding a layer of depth to narrative. Sound design further enhance the tensions from the tribute editors nods to the subtle burst of violence, making each scan feel useful and impactful cultural impact and legacy. The Godfather revolutionized the gangster genre, elevating it from folk interpretations to high art. Its influence is evident in countless subsequent films and TV. High art, its influence is evident. Its film portraits of the mafia as a complex underground society rather than mere criminals, challenge stereotypes and introduced nuanced character. Its neighborhoods like in Rome make him an offer and nuanced character. Its memorable poet like am gonna make him an offer he can't refuse him and very popular classics. Moreover, the film's exploration of family loyalty, moral ambiguity, and couple nature of power continue to resonate. In generation, it also set a new standard, narrative storytelling, character development, and cinematic craftsmanship. Critical reception upon release, The Grandfather received widespread critical acclaim. It was praised for its storytelling, performance, and technical mystery. It won their of narrative storytelling, character development, and cinematic craftsmanship. Critical reception upon release, The Grandfather received widespread critical acclaim. It was praised for its storytelling, performance, and technical mystery. It won three Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Adapted Screenplay. Over time, its reputation has only grown, regularly appearing on lists of the greatest films ever made. Final thought: The Godfather is more than just a criminal film. Is a profound meditations on the complexity of human nature, family, and morality. Its meticulous craftsmanship, layered storytelling, and unforgettable performance make it timeless masterpiece. Watching it is an immersive experience that offers both entertainment and profound insight into the darker aspects of evolution and humanity. Anyone interested in cinema should see The Godfather at least once. not just for its historical significance, but for its enduring artistic excellence. It remains a benchmark for filmmaking that continues to influence artists and audience alike. The Godfather 1982 and exhaustive and depth analysis. The Godfather, directed by Francis Ford Coppola and based on Mario Puzo's seminal novel, based on Mario Puzo's seminal novel, stand as a towering achievement in the history of criminal. It is not merely a gangster film, but an interesting saga that explores the complex web of family loyalty, power, morality, and the corrupting influence of ambitions, widely regarded as one of the greatest films ever made. It has left an influence of ambitions, widely regarded as one of the greatest films ever made. It has left an individual's mark on popular culture, inspiring generations of filmmakers. As audience like a deep dive into the narrative and thematic layers, it is core. The Godfather is a multi-generation story about Caroline's criminal family set against the social and political backdrop of post-World War II America. The narrative is structured around the transformations of Michelle Corleone's played masterfully by Al Pacino from a war hero and outsider who seeks to disaster himself from his family criminal activity to a ruthless and calculating mafia boss. The film begins with the opulent worldwide of Connie Carolines, which functions as a microcosm of the family social standing and bond opening occurrence stabilizing themes of loyalty, traditional and the importance of family ties as the story unfolds. It weaves out a series of violent power struggles, betrayals, and strategic alliances that demonstrate the brutal reality of organized crime. Themes explore loyalty and family. The film emphasizing the importance of loyalty to family. Above all else, Corolines are depicted as tie knit, bound by blood and shared interest, set their loyalty after leads to morally applications, decisions, and tragic conjugation, power and corruption. The narrative explore how the pursuit of power can corrupt even the most well-intentioned individuals. with colonial leadership is based on respect and honor but is impaired while it retain his legacy like percent or so however lead to moral decay. Traditional versus and the film juxtaposes old world values with the evolving American landscape. Vito's endorsements to traditional conflict with mutual pragmatic often ruthless approach to maintaining power. The Americans dream the film subtle critical the idea that film and power can be achieved so third crime illustrating the cost of moral interstate of character development. Vito Coronel's mass and portrayal of Vito is laid with subtlety. His acclaimed visualist demeanor combined with his seemed intelligence and sense of justice create a character who evolving from innocence to ruthless, it depicted with subtlety, capturing his internal conflict and designed Pacino's now the performance make Michelle complex on zero sympathetic yet killing. So Nickelodeon James from embodying impulsive and raw violence his lot headed naturally to tragic conjugations illustrating how understanding emotions can be destructive. His characters serve as foil to Mitchell's calculated approach. Key diagrams perspective offers a window into the moral demands faced by outsider Q in the mafia orbit. Her love for Mitchell's perspective of a window into the moral dilemmas faced by outsider Cube in the mafia. Calculated approach key Adams dilated key perspective offer a window into the moral dilemmas faced by outsider in the mafia orbit. Her love for Mitchell's realism faced by outsider mafia orbit. Her love for Mitchell and her transformation reflect the humorous cost of the Collins family called support characters. The film booked a rich ensemble including Tom Hagen, the loyal consular Fred Wickman, and the possible contribute to the family's downfall and Heminger Castello the who provide both comic relief and possible direction and cinematic craftsmanship. Francis Ford popular directions is a masterclass in storytelling. His ability to balance intimate characters moment with epic storytelling characters layered narrative that engage viewers to multiple levels. The film pacing allows viewers to absorb the nuance of each character's motivations and the weight of their decisions. Visual style for the film cinematography is renowned for its use of shadow, darkness, and muted tones for the film's noise. Aesthetics scales are carefully composed to reflect the moral ambiguity and clandestine nature of the character's life. The contrast between light and shadow underscore the dichotomy of good and evil, the loyalty and betrayal, iconic scan and symbolism. The opening writing scan, which introduces the family social nature, structure, and value. The hero head scans embodying, symbolizing the brutal power of the family's influence. Michelle Convention's scan is thus juxtaposed regular sensitive with violent distributions. The final scans where Mitchell consideration is powerful, standing alone in his office, embodying the ultimate transformation. Soundtrack and core Nijo Rota's haunting score in integral part of the film influenced Mitchell companies can in the excerpts juxtaposing creating sensitivity with violent litigations. The film final scenes where Mitchell concentrated his power standing alone in his office, symboling the ultimate transformation. Soundtrack and score. Nicho hunting score is an integral part of the film emotions fabric. The man's themes with its melancholic melody capture the nostalgic tragedy and grandeur of the Coraline's family saga. The music subtly amplifies the film's mood, heightening tension during momentum and underscore the tragic invisibility a character with cultural and cinematic legacy. The Godfather revolutionized the gangster genre, elevating it to a far too high art. Its influence extended beyond cinema into the broader cultural landscape with memorable quotes, iconic emergency, and a thematic motive that continue to resonate the challenge stereotype of Italians American criminals while depicting the mafia as a complex on society. Its narrative structure and characters development set new standards for storytelling in film. The film's success led to two developments set new standard to storytelling in film. The film's success led to two sequels to Godfather Part Second, Part Third awarded critical acclaim. Award and articles reception the film win numerous award influencing an Academy Award for Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Adapted Screenplay. It received widespread critical acclaim for its artistic storytelling and performance, and has since been preserved in the National Film Registry as a global historical and aesthetic significance. Final reflections. The Godfather is more than just a crime saga. It is profound, influencing on human nature, morality, and demanded it balanced as a timeless masterpiece. Watching The Godfather is an immersive experience, a journey into a world where loyalty and betrayals and intertwine, and where the pursuit of power exact heavily toll its themes remains relevant today, reminding us of the enduring complexity of human moral cost of switching a path of violence. Device there, it's a release world you like. Godfather 92 to the ultimate in-depth analysis and reflections. The Godfather directed by Francis Ford Coppola, adapted from Marlon. The Godfather directed by Francis Ford Coppola, adapted from Mario Puzo's Western novel, is universally acknowledged as one of the greatest clinical experimental is his history. It is sprawling, multi-layered, epic that transcends age. It's a genre to explore profound thematic of family, power, morality, shaping continued work that allow it will provide in exhaustive. It details explosion of the Godfather ever expected from its narrative intricate to its technical mystery, cultural impact, and philosophical depth. Prepare for an extensive journey into one of cinema's most revered masterpieces, historical and cultural context. In the early 1930s, American was undergoing significant social and political upheaval. The Vietnam War veteran civil rights movement and changing spectacle norms. The Godfather embodied amidst its prevalence, offering a reflection on themes of loyalty, authentic, and the corrupting influence of powerful. It also attracted into experience the pursuit of success and the durability of the American dream. Mario Puzo's novels, published in 1969, captured the implications of Raider by Amente, the Mafia, portraying its member as complex, honest-driven men rather than with criminals, Coppola's and his team adapted this story into film that would redefines the genre, elevating it into a profound exploration of morality and human nature. Plots by a deep dive. The film opens with the iconic wording sense of Cody stabilizing the importance of family, tradition, and social bond. This event is not only festival but also but serve as a chronicle backdrop of the power structure within these. The family Don Vito Florence models Mondo's Vertigas president the celebration with the Glen Authority demonstrate the with the transformation Mitchell as war hero eager to both lighting life for his initial structure to involve himself in the family business struggle contrast with his eventually descent into ruthless actions. The final transformation ultimately traditions of power in the colossal can symbolizing the complete transformation. Um, Later, thematic depth, the Godfather explore multiple layered themes. The film portrayal film family is both a sanctuary and chance of morally compromise. Vito Corleone's legacy film rooted in loyalty, as respect, and a sense of duty and code of silence underscore the importance of loyalty within the criminal's enterprise, but it also lead to great tragedy and morally decay, power and corruption. The pursuit of power is depicted as an intoxicating force. The corrupt individuals regarding of their little introverted Vito's authority is based on respect and fairness, but is unbiased violence. Titans is legacy. Mitchell's race demonstrates how power can erode morality, transforming a young war hero into the cold, calculating criminals, traditions versus modernity. The film examines the tensions between old values, honor, respect, family loyalty, and ruthless diplomacy recruited to serve in a modern complementing world with aggressive or traditional. Violence and morality. Violence is depicted as both a tool and a manifestation of power struggles. The film does not glamorous violence, but so is a brutal reality, emphasizing its tragic toll on individuals and families. Characters analysis depth and nuance. Metropolitan's Brando. Brando's portrayal is legendary for its subtlety. Third claim authority, virtue, and a sense of justice is a moral code required. His actions balancing violences with a sense of honor, Brando delivering physical gesturing and voice multiplying create layered characters embodying both warmth and pains. Mitchell's Coraline's Mitchell arc is a masterclass in character's development, initially portrayed as a naive outsider who aspired to legitimate life. His character is gradually drawn into the vibrant world of his family. Pacino's performance is now to capturing Mitchell's internal conflict, moral ambivalence, and eventually culminates his transformation, raises questions about identity, morality, and whether power corrupts absolute. Sunny Carolines. Sunnis key Adams Danny Caton's key function as an outsider and perspective embodied innocence and moral clarity. Discernment with Mitchell and the family would underscore the personal cost of loyalty and ambitions. Supporting character Tom Hagen's the adopted sons and consigliere perspective, loyalty and wisdom is claim dominant and his tragic mind contrast with the influence of other. Fredo Caroline's weak and vulnerable. Fredo's which signifies internal family structure. Clemenza researched as Castellano with and humorous, providing coming relief and insight into the family's operations, direction, and cinematic style. Francis Ford Coppola's direction is meticulous, balancing grandeur with intimacy. His ability to craft tension, emotion, and narrative Pro makes the films a masterclass in storytelling. Cinematography for Gordon's film cinematography is renowned for its use of shadow, deep focus, and muted tones that evoke film noir aesthetic. Scans are carefully composed to reflect the moral ambiguity and the clandestine nature of the characters' lives. The use of law heightened characters' sense of history, secret, embedding doom, iconic visuals. The opening winding scans fail with this emergency, stabilizing the importance of traditions. The horse head scan symbolizing power and intimidations. Mitchell's transformation is visually marked by his changing dimension and the tone of sense, editing and pacing. The film pacing allows viewers to absorb characters, nouns, and thematic layer. The editing and juxtapose claim dialogues given sense by the sudden burst of violence, heightening emotional impact, sound, score, and technical aspects. Music in Rotas is haunting, score is internal to the film's emotional impact. The main themes is melancholic melody and score themes of nostalgia, loss, and tragedy. The music subtly enhances the mood without overwhelming the narrative. Sound design, sound effect, and ambience noise heighten realism. The person of censor wedding music with violent sense emphasize the film's thematic straight impact and legacy. The Godfather redefined the gangster genre and cinema as bold influence can be. The Godfather redefined the gangster genre and cinema as a whole. Its influence can be seen in countless TV series and popular culture. In depth, it set a new standard for complex characters development and layered storytelling. Uh, Moral ambiguity, it challenged viewers to sympathetic with morally complex characters, blurring traditional notice of good and evil. Cultural lexicon use like I am God's make him an offer he can refuse have become part of everyday language. Filmmaking standard, its technical mystery, storytelling technique, and thematic richness continue to inspire filmmaking awards and critical acclaim. The Godfather received multiple accolades, including three Academy Awards: Best Picture, Best Actor for Brando, Best Adapted Screenplay. It was praised for its artistry, performance, and technical excellence, earning a lasting place in cinematic history. preservation and enduring relevance. The film has been preserved in the nation's film history for its cultural history and aesthetic significance. Its themes remains relevant today, prompting reflection on morality, family, and power. Final reflection, a cinematic masterpiece. The Godfather is more than a crime saga. It is profound explosion of human nature and social structure. Its meticulous craftsmanship, layered narrative, and unforgettable performance make it an eternal classic. Watching The Godfather is an immersive experience, a journey into a world where loyalty and betrayal intertwined and where the pursuit of power exact heavy moral and personal toll. Its themes and family, morality, and mobility continue to resonate, making it a relevant and compelling film. Nearly 5 decades after it released, this film exemplifies artistry, storytelling, mystery, and emotional depth that define cinema at its finest. It is a must-see for anyone interested in understanding the power of film to reflect and shape human experience. The Godfather 1972, an ultimate exhaustive and profound deep dive. The Godfather, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, is widely regarded as one of the greatest films in the history of cinema. Its a profound storytelling, complex character, thematic richness, technical mystery, and cultural influence have cemented its place as an unrivaled classic. This film is not merely a crime story but a sweeping saga about family, power, morality, tradition, and American dream are woven into an intricate tapestry that continue to resonate with audience nearly 15 years after its release. Below in exhaustive details and in-depth explorations of The Godfather, this analysis aims to delve into every facet on of the film, its narrative, characters, themes, production style, influence, and enduring legacy, offering a comprehensive understanding of why it remains one of the most repressed work in cinematic history and cultural context, and era that gave birth to a logic. Historical and cultural context, the era that gave birth to a legend in the tribulations, a period of the late 1960s and early 1970s, America was experiencing a seismic shift. The Vietnam War was raising civil rights protests, very widespread political scandals like Watergate were unfolding and social norms were being challenged amidst this chaos. The Godfather emerged as a reflection of the shifting American identity and explorations of the desirability of the Americans' dreams, questioning ideals of justice, morality, and success. Mary Burroughs, 1960. Nine novels struck a chord by romanticizing the mafia, portraying its member as not as mere criminals but as complex partisan figures bound by threads of honor and loyalty. Kepler and his team adapted this story into a film that could challenge traditions, Hollywood conventions, elevating the gangster genre into form of high art that examined human nature and social structure. The narrative and epic saga of family power and morality. Opening sequence setting the tone, the film opens with the iconic wedding of Connie's Carol's. This scans influence on multiple levels, celebrations of family, cultural traditions, and social influence. It also introduces the audience to the importance of loyalty and respect. Down to Colonel Marlon Brando, the Patriots president over the Castellan with claim authority, embodying the traditions. Masculine portraying figure. The narrative then unfolds throughout the series of disconnected events that spawn decay, illustrating the rise and information of the Corollian family. Vito is the backstory of Vito Corleone's in illustrating from Sicily, his early struggle and his ascent to power through the curing respect and tragic violence. The power struggle, the attack on Vito, and his subsequent recovery leads to a series of relentless aliens and Vito's mutual transformation from relentless outstander to ruthless to Mitchell's journey in the series of relentless alliance and betrayals. Mitchell's transformation from relentless outsider to ruthless to Mitchell's journey in the film's core arc, illustrating how a young man's moral compass is gradually corroded by the crucial reality of power. Key plot point and their significance. The Cyanicians attempt on Vitor, the poetal evil, triggered the film's handle conflict and forces Mitchell into a fold of the family's criminals. the military and restraining himself from the family, collecting, activating his transformations begins when he kills Soros and Mephistophelies to save his father, marking his entry into the dark world. The power conquer Mr. Strategos, including the infamous Deposition Kings, stops with the murder of rebel gangsters, symbolizing his cold, calculated rise of power, Fredo betrayals and tragedy, Fredo's weakness and betrayal, symbolizing internal family fracture, and Fraud's shadow, Mitchell's adventures, with Lanchel, the final power, shaped the closing scans with the Mitchell's fully assumed and outgrown accumulated his transformations into a cold, calculating, late, avoiding the dark shapes of power. This systematic analysis, family as an institution, the film portrays family as both a sanctuary and a source of moral compromising the coherence families bonds are rooted the traditions, loyalty, and mutual way to leadership exercise a patternless authority grounding in respect and honor, even within the violence, loyalty and betrayals. Loyalty is the backdrop of the narrative dictating characters' actions. The film explores how loyalty can be both virtual and vice within betrayals, leading to tragedy, and shows the betrayals by Fredo is a key example illustrating how internal fracture threaten the entire family. Power of corruption. The pursuit and maintenance of power are central themes throughout reality. Is based on respect, is improve violence, ties his legacy, which asserts demonstrate for power, character, absolute tradition, him from a noble outsider into ruthless dictator. Tradition versus modernity. The tension between old world value and modern modernizing say out throughout the film vetoes adherence to traditions, classes with mechanical pragmatic of a ruthless approach to leadership. The film questions whether traditions can survive in a changing world. The America Dream. The film subtly critiques the Americans' dream wealthy leadership. The film questions whether traditions can survive in a changing world. The Americans' dream. The film subtly critiques the Americans' dream wealthy success and approached by illustrating that gay are often achieved throughout worldly out crystallizable means related to cycles of violence and tragedy, morality and violence. Violence in the film is depicted as both a bold tool of power and tragic individual. The film does not crime but through its brutal destructive nature, emphasizing the moral implications of the characters of his character analyzes the heart of the film with Courage Marlon Brando Hotels is legendary for its subtlety and depth Vito is Patrice who commands respect throughout calling authority, strategic, internalized, and a moral code. His famous lines I am most make him an offer he can refuse and criticize his pursuit yet intimidating leadership style Brando's physical commission and his gentle voice, experienced key eyes and composed memory embody a figure out both warmth and means Caroline's AI Pacino. Mitchell character arc is valuable, the most compelling from idealistic outsider seeking legitimate life. He is gradually drawn into the violent, ruthless world of organized crime. Pacino's performance capture his internal conflict, embodiment, and eventually transformations into a cold, calculating leader. His famous lines, just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Compliance, his internal struggle, Sony Caroline Samson, Sony's implementing feature body through violence and passionate loyalty, his quick temper and lack of strategic thinking leads to tragic consequences, illustrating the destructive power of influensive K. perception as outside and more perspective are love for Mitchell and dimension highlighting the personal cost of loyalty to the family criminals enterprise supporting characters Tom Hagen's The Adopted Son and consecration, perspective, loyalty, wisdom, and strategic thinking. Fredo Corellius weak and vulnerable age details, celebrations, internal family fracture, and foreshadow tagging Clemenza and Frankfurt corruption directed Francis Ford Coppola's direction is a masterclass in storytelling, balancing grandeur and intimacy. His ability to craft tension and emotional depth make the film a benchmark of cinematic excellence. Gordon's cinematography is renowned for its use of shadow, deep focus, and muted tones that evoke film noir aesthetic. Scans are carefully composed to reflect the moral ambiguity and clandestine nature of the characters, like the visual style emphasizing darkness and lighting as a masterwork for morality, iconic scans and visual symbolism. The wedding scans usually compose stabilizing family tradition and social influence. The horse head scans symbolizing power anticipations and brutal retributions, missile baptism, juxtaposition of religious sensitivity with violent actions demonstrate the corrupt of morality. Final power, Mitchell standing alone, impetuous and complete and transforming into a ruthless tone. Editing and pacing, the film pacing allow for characters, mouse and thematic reasons to unfold naturally with sudden pursuit of violence, highlighting tension and emotion, background score and aesthetic elements, musical score, Nano Rota's hunting score is themes of nostalgic loss and tragedy, amplifying the emotional depth, sound design, ambient noise and sound effect, heightened realism and tension, contrasting screenplay with violence, cultural and cinematic legacy. The Grandfather refined the gangster genre, elevating it into high art form. Sequels enters popular culture throughout the language. Quotes like "I am Jones" make him an offer can that the Jews have interested of everyday lexicons, narrative standard, it complex the characters development and layered storytelling set benchmark visuals economy. The film emergency such as the opening, wedding scans and the final shot of Mitchell resilience and enduring relevance. The Godfather has been praised in the national film registry, recognized for its cultural, historical, and aesthetic significance. Its theme remains relevant, compelling, and non reflect unworthy power and family its contemporary philosophical and ethical reflections. The film's inventiveness used to ponder complex ethical questions. Can morality coexist with criminal ethics? Is loyalty the to family. That's why an expansive of morality doesn't explode visual curves. You can. The watching The Godfather is an immersive experience as individuals to enter a world where loyalty and betrayals and are intertwined and where the pursuit of power exact heavy role as themes remains eternally relevant. Its influence on filmmaking and powerful cultural in this film exploits the pinnacles of cinematic artistry and storytelling. Mystery, it is essentially masterpiece that continue to captivate audience, scholars and filmmakers around the world. The Godfather Initiative, an ultimate exhaustive and profound deep dive. Introduction: The Godfather, directed by visionary Francis Ford Coppola, is a cinematic masterpiece that transcends the boundaries of a typical film released in 1972. This epic drama and meticulous crafted narrative that delves into the life of the Corleone family, their rise to power, and the moral dilemmas they face is in the pursuit of their Americans' dream. This film is not just a crime saga, it is a multi-layered exploration of family loyalty, traditions, power, and the human conditions, storytelling, and structure. The narrative of The Godfather is a sprawling epic that spawns generations, continues trust, and the fabric of American society. The story revolves around the Corleone's family, an Italian-American mafia family led by Don Vito Corleone's Marlo's a powerful and respect mafia. Later, the film structure the masterfully crafted with each segment serving as a building block to the large narrative. The story begins with the uh, captivisms of Connie's Caroline's daughter, setting the stage for a journey that spawns over decades and involves family betrayals and pursuit of power, characterize characters and casting. The Godfather boasts an ensemble cast that is as memorable as it is iconic. The main characters are deeply nuanced and the development throughout the film is nothing short to remarkable. Each character serves as a reflection of the American dream and human conditions with all its complexities. Don Vito Corleone's the patriarch of the Corleone family. Don Vito is symbol of power, respect, and traditions. His character embodies and Americans' dreams with all this compromise and moral dilemmas. Michelle Corleone, the youngest son, Michelle is a war hero who become embodied to his family business. His transformations from clean-cut idealistic image to ruthless mafia leader in testament to the allure of power and the whole compromise one must make to achieve it. Tom Hagen's Peter Clemens putting in the consideration and the trustment adverse to Don Vito is loyalty, his testament is advising to the family is highlighting trusted advisor to Don Vito his no loyalty, testament and amazing dedications to his family is highlighting to be two of the key Adams mysterious key representing nuance in idealism. Her relationship with Mitchell serve as a period of transitions of Mitchell showing his gradual descent into the world of organized identity and traditions. The explore more quintessentially American film that explore the illusions and reality of the American dream. The Florence family journey serve as a commentary on the human's desire to success and the cost of achieve it. Cinematography and directions. Francis Ford Coppola directions and cinematography by Gordon Films are masterful. Is their accuracy, the film's visual style and its use of light and shadow contribute significantly to its mood and atmosphere, and the cinematography is particular is noteworthy for its use of high contrast using the action and movement of high tension and moral drama, music and sound designs. The score composed by Nino Rota is still delicate blend of Italian opera and Raj, perfectly tuned for drama and tension. Seventh legacy and influence. The Godfather has had a profound illusion on popular culture from the effect it had on the police perception of the Italian American mafia to influence to filmmaking itself. The film has been named the greatest into all time in images, including the 2007 Saint Sound Rule. Stand the test of time but also continue to resonate with audience to its exploration of the human conditions, its nuanced character and its masterful directions make it a cinematic experience unlike and way it is a testament to the power of storytelling, reminder that even the motive seemingly impossible still can be celebrated at a cost. The Godfather manages to an ultimate urgency and profound deep dive into the world of organized crime, family loyalty, and the American's dream. Introduction: The Godfather, directed by the visionary franchise for Capdo, is cinematic masterpiece. Colonized family, the rise to power and the moral demons, the face in the pursuit of their American dream. This film is not just a crime, it's a multi-layered exploration of film loyalty, traditions, fun, and the human conditions. The Corollan family study in a power dynamic at the heart. Godfather lies the Lawrence family, a scientific Americans claim that had established Feminist claim that stabilize powerful present in the younger generation, particularly mature in AI. Casinos increasingly draw into a family business, inviting the various generation, particularly mature colony. A personal screenplay. Loyalty, duty, and personal obligations, the rise of Mitchell Caroline, a tragic hero journey, Mitchell Caroline transformation from a war hero to ruthless mafia boss and is a poignant and thought-provoking aspect of the film, which loyalty and betrayals, the Caroline's family, the darkness, secret loyalty and betrayals are recurring themes throughout the Godfather as the Caroline's family appreciates with the consequences of their actions. The Godfather has had a profound impact on popular culture, influencing everything from music and literature to with other Sikh warriors, produce and great tales thriving on the film themes and characters in their own stroke. Godfather's legacy, timeless classic. Godfather is a timeless classic that continues to captivate audience with the composed characters, intriguing. It was when the film was first released as the Stones vision and designs, making it a true Mr. Oneman conclusion. The Grandfather is a film that defines, analyze its gameplay and depth, making it a true masterpiece of relevant today as they were when the film was first released as a cultural touchstone. The Godfather is the film that defines, analyzes its gameplay and costumes, The Godfather continue to inspire and influence the new generations. Influence new generation of artistic and objects like its explorations of the human conditions, power dynamics, and corrupting influence of power. The Godfather 1972, an ultimate, exhaustive, and profound deep dive into the world of organized crime, family loyalty, and the American dream. Introduction. The Godfather, directed by the visionary Ford Coppola, is a cinematic masterpiece that transformed the genres of the typical film released in 1972. This epic drama is meticulously crafted narrative that delves into the life of the Carolines family, their rise to power, and the moral dilemmas they face in the pursuit of their American dreams. This film is not just a crime saga, a multi-layer, unique performance, motivation, and conflict. Rise of Mitchell is moment carefully. The rise of Mitchell, Colonel, A Journey of Power. The film's protagonist, Mitchell Colonel A.I. Pacino, condition as a grapple with the moral implications of a family business and the conflict demands of loyalty as Mitchell rises to power. He must confront a harsh reality of mafia lifestyle, including violence and the corrupting influence of power. Cinematic craftsmanship, a masterclass in directions and screenwriting, frames for corruption, direction, and screenplay by Mario Puzo and Coppola are a masterclass in cinematic craftsmanship. The film's use of visuals motive symbolizing and belief and testament to the power of cinema as iconic composed by Nilo Rutas reflect the film altering power narrative conclusion of film for the ages. The good film in the film continue to captivate audience with its timeless, seemed complex characters, emotion to the film already. Godfather 1972 an ultimate ecstasy and profound deep dive into the world of organized crime family, the tradition, organized crime family loyalty, tradition, and the never-ending quest to the criminal's dream navigations. The complexity of nature and human nature, navigating the complexity of nature and human's nature. Introduction. Introductions. The God was directed by the visionary art and influence filmmaker. Tactical film navigating the nouns of storytelling and artistry experience released in 1932 during the narrating the complexity of nature and human nature. This film is not just crime, influenced the course event, the late of the characters, Caroline family. Caroline family led by the powerful and respect from Vito Corleone's in a nuclear family navigates maintaining loyalty and tradition in a tragedy world. The family is a complex network of relationship with each other. To others throughout a web of loyalty, duty, these family dynamics in nature nuanced with each character exhibiting unique traits and behavior that are shaped by their experience, environment, and relationship. The rise of mechanical Carolines. Michelle Caroline, the youngest son of Fontaine, Vito, a character who navigates the complexity being a part of the colonial family. He is a nature leader with a strong sense of loyalty and duty of his family. However, his investment in the family business is not without its between personal and professional. American's dream is a central theme is the Godfather respecting the never-ending quest for success, personality, and happens in the new land. The chorus impact of the grandfather of popular culture and world and its influence in French. Success has naturally influenced the way we think about and portrays crime, family, and loyalty in media. Conclusions: The Godfather is a cinematic masterpiece that navigates the complexity of human nature, family, loyalty. America's Dream It is a film that never ends with its themes and characters contributing to influence popular culture and or capturing of the world around us as a world of art. It's a never-ending narrative that continues to captivity audience navigating themes to reflect on the complexity of nature and human nature. Navigating the complex of nature, family loyalty, traditions, and a never-ending quest for the American dream, navigating the complexity of nature and human nature, notably noticing the thin lines between novelty and notorious, never-ending nightmares, and the never-satisfying need for power, control, the respect not for maintain the never-blending notion of honor, notability, and nation pride. Dozens notable for its well-developed and complex character, notable for its thought-provoking and disturbing themes. Themes never to be prudent for themes of the Godfather are numerous and noteworthy, notable for their depth and complexity, never distinguished. Human nature never staying away from the realities of the world, for the brutal and provincial nature of their actions legacy. Never to be forgotten, the legacy of the Godfather is notable and not for the achievement, notable for its lasting impact on popular culture and the world of film nationally, internationally. Never to be relegated.